To all my gamers and NFT players, Viral Hip Hop News and the Lightest Fair Network have teamed up to bring you something revolutionary in the gaming and NFT space. Go to play.finesse.fun right now to play the season preview of the game Finesse Shadow Warriors exclusively on play.finesse.fun. Don't be the last to be a part of this new technological advancement in gaming and NFT. Play.finesse.fun to play the season preview of the game Finesse Shadow Warriors. Link is in the description box. Let them know Viral Hip Hop News sent you.
Another topic
Let's
that's
go.
very sensitive to our culture. We talked about snitching. We've seen 600 Breezy on a show talking about whether or not Quavo should tell on the person that's being alleged of killing Takeoff. Now, obviously, he was there. That's his cousin. That's his nephew. That's his blood. I've never seen Quavo introduce himself or present himself as anybody in the street. Correct. He's a hip-hop artist.
Yeah.
But 600 Breezy says if he is to do it, he's a snitch. He's a rat. We've heard this before. It's a touchy subject. What's your thoughts on that?
So I want to clarify what the definition of a rat is. A rat. I've robbed people. A lot of people. I've never put my gun on a civilian. Ever. It's just a code of ethics. Right. And it sounds so fucking contradictory. A robber code of ethics. Right. For the regular citizens that may not understand that, you might would have watched The Wire. Omar was a gay gangster, but he had a code of ethics. And even the gay gangster thing was fucking people head up. Like, what? But he had a code of ethics. And it was, nah, we ain't doing that shit. I'm robbing them. You know? A citizen, a multimillionaire that was shot for whatever reason, and I don't even, from my understanding, that wasn't no street shit. To my understanding, once the Jay Prince people got involved, I kind of tapped out because I just was like, I don't fucking know, bro.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? There was a bunch of the story that seemed very, very strange to me. Friendly fire, and the little bit of the context that I saw in the video, it didn't appear to be. Usually, you can feel when the shooting about to happen. The energy, the argument, the crescendo. I didn't see none of that. So I have questions about it. But to go back to the rat thing, if we all in this room have committed to do an act that is unlawful, a violation of statutes that could get us time, we're not going to jail if we all get caught. We're not going to jail. Oh, I'm not doing time for you. No, you're doing time for your involvement in the illegal activities. A rat is someone that would rat on a person, whether it's the team or someone in the game that's not on our team, for a lessening of their own sentence. That is a serious lack of accountability. I think that my son, who I've went back and forth with on Twitter, I respect his work on certain levels. I think my son, to my understanding, does the best consistent explanation of this being about ethics and a code of honor and accountability. I sold the drugs. They're my drugs. It's my gun. I do get the gun charge. If I can get my man off, that's my gun too. I ain't got no felonies. Give me the cases. He got 3 of them. Right. So there's a ethos. Me personally, I am conditioned to, I don't be telling nothing. But I think that's a form of PTSD from being outside. Because that does not translate into a civilian that sees this person rob this old lady. First of all, you scumbag, why are you robbing this old lady?
Right.
So, no, in this space, and again, Quavo has not professed to be street related. The music ain't street related.
Right.
They some young dudes that was working, that was wrong place, wrong time. And he can choose to be quiet. He can choose to put a bag on main man head if he was there. That's an option. Because I'm just not a fan of the police in general. I don't outsource my security or my responsibility to the state. If someone robs me, I've never called the police in my life.
Mm-hmm.
If I know you did it, I'm going to get you. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
And you can go respond to the police or whatever. I'm going to try to cross my T's and dot my I's.
Right.
That's me. Everyone else does not exist by that ethos.
Mm-hmm.
And that's not a knock to them. I think a lot of times we give the state power by continuing to go to the state to handle our shit.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not advocating for Quavo to go kill nobody, conflict
Right,
resolution, any of that. But if he chooses to take, that's an option if he chose to take it.
Yeah.
But I think in his position, you killed my fucking family member
In front of me.
in front of me.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm
Like-
almost like, if I can't do it myself, where are my other options? 'Cause I still got to look his mama in the face, and you know what I mean, the family in the face. What do I do?
Now, if he really wanted to sit down with the family and say, hey guys, I cannot cooperate with this investigation, I wouldn't be mad at him either.
Right.
Because it also then becomes 600. I mean, you in the street, you around street motherfuckers, you should understand the whoop-de-whoop-whoop-whoop. Which I get too.
Yeah. Yep.
Because it's a orbit. This is the reason why I remember Will Smith said something. Fucking love Will Smith. He said a gangster, there's no such thing as a gangster rapper.
Mm-hmm.
He said those are two separate jobs. The things that you have to do as a gangster, you're too famous as a rapper to get away with. The time restraints that you have as a rapper to be successful, you don't have time to do the shit that's required as a gangster. There's no such thing. Those are two separate jobs.
Facts.
I think this blend of, I don't want to be around my friends, you know, like I'm around my guy King Erna, you know, I'm lightly associated with OBH and those guys because I like those guys.
Mm-hmm.
They from North Philly.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I did a podcast with on the couch with
Queen's Flip Joint.
Queen's
Yeah, I seen
Flip
you.
Joint.
Yeah.
And I was just quiet, like I'm just here. I want to hear the conversation.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And these guys are not recycling crime. These guys are making the community better.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So I also would understand someone that sees what the state does. Fucking Ab, Leak's brother, is in jail currently for a 40-some-odd year sentence for drugs. No homicide.
Right.
For drugs. Meech didn't have no homicides. They gave him 30 years. So me wanting to help that system in any way, shape, or form is like, nah, do your job.
Mm-hmm.
Detective.
Real talk.
So I wouldn't be as a balanced approach if he did say, listen, I'm not involved in no street shit. That could be impacting to his brand.
Yep.
You know? But if he said, I'm not involved in no street shit, this motherfucker murdered my family in front of me at the height of our situation. We've been rapping since we was 14 years old.
Mm-hmm.
I would not commit. He ain't a street dude.
Word.
If he decides to say I'm street adjacent because of my associations and when you getting money, you gonna be around the other get money. Money attracts money, and if that money came from this street shit and your money came from amazing albums or whatever or basketball, if he wants to say nah, I cannot participate, or he motherfucker might be libertarian.
Mm-hmm.
He might be like, I don't participate. I don't fuck with the state.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't judge him. If he does decide to say it, I can't give him the rat label. I can't, you know, the same as I wouldn't give an old lady recognizing a murder. I wouldn't. But I will tell him he ain't an old lady.
Yeah.
And he around people that ain't going to view him as an old lady.
Word.
You know, and it could have far-reaching impact. So, man, I haven't seen a boxing like that.
It's a tough one.
In a long time, but I just want to send good energy, whatever decision he decides to make.
Yeah.
And the dudes that saying he a rat, like, y'all got to stop with this binary shit. Like, let's not act like there's certain things that are clear rat shit.
Word.
Right.
Like, certain shit is like, no, you're a fucking rat.
Did you call
6'9".
Gunner a rat?
Who?
Gunner.
Yeah, he's a fucking rat.
That's a fact. That's
Yeah,
a rat.
it's a fact. This nigga pointed.
Yep.
Yeah.
Damn, him right there. Yeah, it's a gang.
Yeah.
Yep. It's a rat.
You're a rat.
Yep.
Yeah.
You're a rat. Gunner, which camera? Gunner. You're a rat. You know you're a fucking rat. You know you're a rat.
Yep.
Nigga, you see him trying to make a soft entrance back into social media?
Mm-hmm. They said, get your ass out of here, rat.
Man, it's a free thug. You the motherfucker that put him there.
Yep.
The first one.
Like, no, he's a rat. 6ix9ine, rat.
Mm-hmm.
Like, lower portion me that I do not condone, that sometimes that evil in me rise up, right?
Mm-hmm.
Your lower self. That portion of me is like, yeah, I want KAR all day. All day. Kill all rats. I feel that in me because it's not about the celebration of violence, because our communities have that, and I'm not condoning it. The areas that I have to sit down with self and be like, nah, you gotta check that in self. But the reason why it's there is not because of the celebration of violence. It's you walked into something that's like a marriage.
Mm-hmm.
We getting in this car together to go on this mission. You knew what the mission was.
Yep.
And not I did you dirty. And even if I did, we got a code. And if I broke the code over there, that's my repercussions for that.
Right.
But the argument that I get to tell simply because it didn't go the way that I wanted, because you wasn't telling shit when we was throwing 30 grand at the strip club, when them bottles was showing up.
Mm-hmm.
So for me, you want to take this hard-working dude away from his family for more years for something that shouldn't generally be illegal in the first. Because when we're talking about, again, I'm a libertarian.
Right.
The drug war has been historically racist, and it has solved nothing.
Mm-hmm.
And we talk about we America, land of the free. Do you guys know that sugar is 6 times more addictive than cocaine?
Talk about it. And it's in everything.
It's in everything.
Yeah.
So you motherfuckers want to tell me which drugs I can take that the state says is okay.
Mm-hmm.
10 years ago, if I would have had a pound on me, 20 years ago, it would have been like, you're going all the way to jail. Right? Now, depending on the state that I'm in, and in most I flew through the airport last week from Cali with weed in my carry-on purpose. And nothing happened.
Man.
A zip.
Mm.
Nothing happened. Like, I didn't try to mask it. I just put it in the fucking carry-on.
Right.
Nothing happened. Which means I'm fine with that, but
Right.
let's not act like the state is the sole voice on none of this shit should be illegal.
Right.
All of this should be, hey, heroin will fuck you up. We have the heroin here for you.
Mm-hmm.
In 6 months, that's what the fuck you're going to look like.
Mm-hmm.
Take it if you want to. Similar to the same thing that we do with alcohol.
Yep.
You do this shit for 6 months straight. And I drink. That shit is poison.
Yep.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So we can't allow the argument to only rest on the lower level people. Gunna was a rat. Gunna was this, that. Okay, yeah, Gunna's a rat. But let's talk about the American government that is pretending like they about freedom, but won't allow the American people to say, yo, I want to snort coke. Yo, and let's make business off of it. The irony is the founding fathers did all of the drugs.
Yep.
They had hemp farms.
Yep.
So like all of these different things, I'm not going to just only talk about the lower level person. Right? And not talk about the state. The state is the problem. Because Ab's not in jail for 40 years if this is a just buy it and sell it.
Right.
100,000 people, I smoke cigars once or twice a week. 100,000 people a year die from fucking tobacco.
Yep.
So let's not pretend like this is the government is actually just trying to protect us. You the same motherfuckers that drop the drugs off in our communities. You the same, we was just a test market, the black community. You the same motherfuckers dropping off crates of fentanyl in low-income white communities now. Miss me with the dumb shit. Gunna's a rat, but y'all are fucking demons.
Yeah. It's a fact. We definitely appreciate you, Maj Toure, on the Hip Hop Uncensored Podcast, live in the building, man. Electrifying interview, man. We definitely appreciate you. Before we get up out of here, Got to give you time. Let the people know where they can find you.
Yeah.
Let the people know about Black Guns Matter. I know. I don't know if you still have your crowdfunding still going on,
Yeah.
everything like that. Let them know where they can donate and get busy, bro.
Yeah, man. All of these classes, I know y'all, I don't sound like the traditional Second Amendment activist, right? But all of these classes on firearm safety, conflict resolution, de-escalation. I want everybody to understand that my personal moral positions on things do not necessarily translate into me saying, you got a gun, go run down on the rats and things of that nature. That's my moral take on it. We are about conflict resolution. You should be avoiding anything that could land you in a fucking box, whether that's underground or above ground. These classes that we do are to strengthen our communities that way. We've been doing them for years, and we've been doing them completely by voluntary donations, right? Complete, like, if you want to support, cool. If you don't, you don't have to. We don't take any government funds, because even if I got a government grant, that's tax dollars. They took that money from you. Just because I'm doing something good with it don't mean, it came from a good place. So voluntarism is the way to go. If you guys want to support that work, check us out at givesendgo.com/solutionary. Make a donation. We got maybe $350,000 more left to raise on this goal. Maybe a little bit under that. If one of y'all super wealthy hip hop artists see this and y'all want to figure something out, like donate the whole 350, we would be 100% appreciative. And if you just got $10 to donate, just do that. But all of these classes, conflict resolution, yoga, phlebotomy courses, certification, sewing. We just put a Bitcoin machine in the joint. Teaching people about Bitcoin and other forms of crypto. All of these classes are completely free, and it's what our communities need. The hope is to make it profitable here and then start putting them in all of the cities all across America. So givesendgo.com/solutionary. Follow me on Twitter at Maj Toure, MAJTOURE. On Instagram, I'm on my 4th page. They kicked me off 3 times. MAJTOURE999 on Instagram. And be kind to each other, y'all. I know we had a very direct and aggressive conversation today, but I'm smiling all of the time. We gotta be kind to each other.
Yeah, absolutely. We appreciate you, Maj Toure, on the Hip Hop Uncensored podcast, brother. It's been an honor. Can't wait to do it again, man. Salute.
Peace.
Yes, sir.